All right, welcome back, everybody. Rudy Alpha Investments. Today, we have to have a discussion on Pokemon based on what's going on in the third, fourth quarter here, 2020. And to be very blunt with everybody, just the fact that I've had these Pokemon products in the background of my videos for the last, I don't know how many months they've been there. All of a sudden, the last few weeks, as you can imagine, a lot more people have found my channel, been searched and linked all over the internet. There's like this hot, I don't know what it is, like a panic scavenger hunt around the country and world to look for these old Pokemon WotC era between first edition, English and non-English, and of course just base set unlimited. So I'm going to be removing these boxes from the background simply because I'm getting insane amounts of contacts online of anybody who has anything is being shared, and I'm really just not looking to sell them. I'm going to go through a little bit of a history on kind of why these are in the background, if you all haven't been around the channel for a while. But first, I want to get into the conversation regarding the Pokemon world as a whole. Obviously, you guys remember last year, the Pokemon Leftover My Bathroom story, which has probably around 100,000 views at this point in time. You guys remember when I was doing card shop filming at the card store here in Florida? I had a ton of Pokemon XY era box sets and booster boxes. You guys remember those videos years ago? Pre-GP Vegas and type of videos. And simply put, I was selling a lot of Pokemon, or I attempted to sell a lot of Pokemon boxes in the 2017 kind of range when XY was a hot thing, and I was terrible at it. I had no luck. I couldn't sell Pokemon boxes for $84.99 shipped, even to the patrons. They didn't really buy it, and I ended up scrapping it. I tried to then do like special clearances and fire sales to the supporters and patrons of this channel, and guess what? I still had literally like no luck at all. Like, I remember trying to even sell just some booster boxes, and I couldn't even sell Roaring Skies for $85. I couldn't sell Ancient Origins, Primal Clash, Pokemon Evolutions was the one I have, and to this day, I still, as you remember, after I gave up because I couldn't sell all these products, I dumped them in one of my guest bathrooms in one of my houses, and I just left it. And then I filmed the video years later, which was a couple months back, and everybody was just going crazy, like, oh my god, just see what he has left over. It was hilarious. And it was mostly because I got tired of trying to sell them. I even put Roaring Skies on eBay at one point for $69.99 a box, and I would sell like one box in like 2 months. It was stupid. So I eventually just gave up and said, screw it, I'm not going to take that kind of a loss. You know, I paid I don't remember what I paid back then, 77 a box? 76, I don't know what I paid. So I said, screw it, I dumped them all. I gave up, I walked away from it. Now with this Logan Paul, Gary V's, all these online Instagram, YouTube influencers really hitting the market. The entire Pokemon world is evolving. I never thought I would see another time period in the old Poke de la Mom that would be more aggressive than the Pokemon Go boom that experienced years ago. But as we've all learned, the online world of influencing and social media is the most powerful tool and most expensive thing in the world at this point in time, which is attention, views. It is the most valuable, important thing in modern society, the communication, internet era of social media, just time frame. So, I want to give everyone my opinion what's happening, and I'm going to kind of run through a lot of things. So, might be a longer video, might not, might just be a normal 10-minute Rudy video, might be 20, 30 minutes. I'm not sure. We're just going to go until I discuss it all, and then I'm going to pull down some of these all these Pokemon boxes, and I'll recap the story of what I paid for each one and why they're in the back of these videos, because I didn't pay crap for them, and I didn't even really want to buy them. I kind of got suckered into buying them because they were part of a magic collection of Arabian Nights and Legends and all that crap. So, first thing, I guess we should talk about the first edition base stuff. This is not an English first edition. This is a French first edition, and this is an English regular unlimited edition sealed Pokemon box. Those two particular boxes. Yes, with the hot thing going on, first edition English, the Holy Grail, this $200,000 boxes, all this stuff. I mean, simply put, there's not many left in the world. And even the unlimited boxes, there's a lot more of them, but it's still not like tens of thousands of boxes are left in the world. I'd be surprised even if the unlimited boxes have even a couple thousand boxes left. There's just not a lot left. And you have to remember what happens. Let me explain to you all something. As the prices of these products start to really shift upwards, a lot of investors and store owners turn around and they buy the product. They lock in their profits. So for example, on like these, like on a first edition box, which is now like $200,000. That's not English, by the way. That's a French first edition box, which again, it's probably still $20,000, $30,000, but still. Let me explain something. Remember, if you bought this box for $500 and it goes to $1,000 or $2,000, the average investor is going to lock in that profit and sell the product because, simply put, they've already doubled, tripled, quadrupled their money, and they're going to walk away and look for the next thing to invest in. That's just how investing works, everyone. That's just the way the world is. So what happens is, along the way, as these trajectories push up and up, a lot of investors and store owners and distributors, or anyone who has these things, they unload the product into the strength of the market. Now, when you have an extreme movement, or in the equity world, like on a Tesla type movement, or some sort of strong, extreme parabolic movement, which is what's happening, for example, on these old WotC era Pokemon products. You know, everybody's selling into the strength. And then what happens is the market becomes exhausted. You wipe out the supply. And if that happens too early, which is what I believe happened, I believe most people, right when Pokemon started to spike up a few months ago, everybody was selling. I know so many people that had first edition boxes, old WotC era stuff, everybody, the amount of people selling, even when I did that Pokemon bathroom video, was like 6 months ago, was the second one, or the original one. I mean, the amount of people, they're like, oh, Rudy, you got to dump it. It's XY era. You can get, instead of $90 a box, they're $150 a box. Rudy, your Pokemon Evolutions packs. You've got like 4,000 packs left over in cases of sealed boxes. Yeah, I do. I paid $77 and I couldn't sell them worth of crap, and I gave up. And people are like, Rudy, they're like $150. You got to dump them all. And you see what I'm saying? So that's what happened. That's when you flush out the market. You bring out all the investors and the hoarders. They come out of the woodwork and they start going, holy crap, I can double. When people get started, the human psyche, when the average evil investor, or the beautiful 3% lady, or whatever collector player, wherever you are in this hobby, when any individual realizes they can double up that magical 100% rate of return, whether it's in 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, the average person takes the profit and walks away, because other people online start saying, Rudy, you better lock it in. It's probably a bubble. It could go back down. You start to hear the naysayers saying, oh, no, it's a bubble. I'm going to wait for it to retrace back down. Right? Right? Is that what we're all waiting for? That's what we're waiting for, right? Yeah. I'm still waiting for a revised Magic. Are these going to retrace back down to like $2,000 a box? You see my point? It's a weird psychological back and forth. And when I see a lot of people saying, no, lock in profits. Sell your Pokemon era boxes. Lock it in because the prices are going to retrace. When I start seeing a lot more of those type of messages all over the place, or I get messages almost every day. I have one Pokemon box on eBay. One of these three. The one with the little dent in the corner. Just one base set 2. I put it on for $5,000 a couple years ago. Or a year ago? Yeah, 1 year ago. Not a couple years. God, time's weird. 1 year ago, I put that on for like $5,000. Almost daily, people are sending me messages and offers for $3,000 to $4,000. And then I've just raised it to $6,000. Then people start sending me offers for $4,000 or $5,000. Raised to $7,000. Just to watch the market. As of right now, that's the only Pokemon box I have on eBay. And I just jacked it to like $15,000. And I'm getting almost one offer every day for that box for between $10,000 and $12,000. And I still have no intention of selling it. By the time you watch the video, I might even jack it to $20,000. I got people say, look, Rudy, I'll give you $13,000 if you'll sign the box. I see that stuff all the time. And when I see the continued people and the demand, when I see that kind of traffic and clicks and contacts and offers, that tells me the market is there's just a lot of people that want the product. And there's just not enough product to go around. I mean, when I checked before filming this video of just a base set 2, there are 3 for sale on eBay in the entire country that have buy it now. I think there's one on auction. And it's just like, that's it. That's base set 2. That's not even the first one. Not even first edition, just a base set 2. And, it really shows where the amount of momentum is extraordinary. Eventually, it will cool off. Things will normalize. But we are not there. I don't think we're going to see a major shift for a while. It could be into the holidays or maybe next year in 2021. And even if there's a retracement of 10, 20%, no one's going to care because the prices are up like 1,000%, 2,000%. And, it's complicated, everybody. There's not an easy, simple way to just say, oh, the influencers are pushing it up. We'll wait for the market to come back down. It's all garbage, right? when I see that, the more and more daily contacts and people are saying that makes me believe these prices are here to stay. You know, I never in a million years thought this would happen to these old Pokemon things. I had no idea. The amount of Pokemon collections and offers for sealed product just to sell me Pokemon stuff in the last 5 years is extraordinary. And I bought some of them, as you can see, just to have some sealed boxes and have them in the background, just to kind of say I had some, but it's extraordinary. And in my opinion, based on where we are right now, I do think these Logan, Paul, Gary Vee situations that are really, really brought a ton of eyeballs to the hobby, it's healthy for Pokemon. Anytime you expand your player base of players or collectors, investors, whatever it is, it's positive for the entire hobby. It is what it is. Now, I do believe, as with most Americans, they have short attention spans. They will move on to the next thing after 6 to 12 months. That is the normal just human psyche of collectibles, what's hot, the hype train, all those flashy words. It's just the way the world works. Now, do I think the sealed product is really going to drop? And I know you guys can bash me. I don't think it's going to really drop. I mean, I know this is probably where most of you are going to do the thumbs down, trolley bird, middle finger, Rudy, but I would like to say, obviously, I would like for it to drop because I would like to buy more, right? And that's how we all feel. We missed out, kind of that FOMO. The problem is a lot of these boxes that are being acquired are being actually opened and graded. Box breaks, live stream YouTube. It's actually removing the product. So I want to be very clear for those of you still watching this video. I believe the sealed product prices are going to hold. And I think in the next 5-10 years, it could make today's prices look like child's play. But I want to be very clear on something. Because a lot of the people acquiring these boxes are doing box breaks, selling individual packs, grading everything, I don't have the same confidence in the single cards within the box. I genuinely believe this craziness of people cracking boxes, sending them all to PSA, selling all the 8s and 9s that come out of the box and keeping the 10s, or selling the 10s for tens of thousands. I'm very skeptical on how many of those single cards are going to hold, especially the commons or uncommons. You know, the common Squirtle, the common Charmander, you know. Yeah, first edition base. When I see, you know, a Pikachu, these non-foil, non-rares going for extremely high prices that are PSA 10, that I do not share the same confidence of everybody else. Because remember, sealed can convert to singles, but singles cannot convert to sealed. I believe the future, the sealed box prices are going to continue to exponentially increase for these original WotC era boxes. No, unfortunately, I do not have millions in Pokemon. I don't have extraordinarily large positions like I do in the world of Magic, but I've been watching it, and it's been an amazing thing to watch. It really has. But I genuinely tell people I don't own any graded single cards of Pokemon. I don't deal in single cards of Pokemon in general. Obviously, everybody knows I have an extremely large amount of PSA 10 graded Magic cards and Alpha Beta and all that stuff, Arabian Nights and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to graded Pokemon, it's just not something I ever went in the direction of. But just be aware. I think the sealed product prices are going to continue to hold strong, but be very careful buying a PSA 10 first edition base, you know, Squirtle, Charmander. I don't know why. I think I saw a video where they're talking about that. And when the people are selling them for thousands and thousands, I just don't share that confidence in that. Because I feel like there's more than people realize that are piled up in people's collections. Now again, being packed fresh, again, not many are probably packed fresh. Pokemon cards were just, especially common Pokemon cards, they were thrown in bulk, they just weren't treated well. So I get the counterpoint, but it's just not for me. So I wanted to make that very clear. Now I want to go into another little thing. I'm going to be taking these boxes down. So for example, I want to give you guys a little short story here. This Team Rocket, WotC era Pokemon sealed box. I think I paid $500 for this particular box. It is not a first edition. And again, this came in the large collection. This one, I believe, these four came in one large collection that was in a Magic the Gathering purchase that I did for like a $10,000-$20,000 collection purchase because it had a bunch of, and I could be getting confused, but I think that was a set that had a bunch of betas, some alpha rares, complete set of Legends and Arabian Nights. And then the guy wanted to sell these too, and he didn't want to break things up, so I ended up acquiring these in bulk. So this is my only Team Rocket actual base sets, or unlimited, right? Yeah, not first edition booster box, and that's kind of how I acquired it. So next over here is these base set 2. This is the only one I have on here that actually has one little corner dent. I guess maybe the gentleman dropped it a long time ago or something, and it doesn't affect the cards. But it doesn't make the box look as pretty as those pointy corners, but it is what it is. Now, if you're a sealed box collector, you just want to leave it sealed. I'm sure, actually, you could probably pull that out. You could probably, I don't want to risk anything, though. But it is what it is. Again, all 3 of these base set 2 boxes, Arabian Nights, all 3 of these base set 2 boxes, I think I paid $650 a box, because I remember paying just under $2,000, I think, for all 3 of these. And again, that was also part of that same large collection I just mentioned. So, and again, I bought these boxes. Honestly, I didn't even want them at the time. I just wanted some exposure to Pokemon, and I really wanted the Magic collection, so I thought it would be a good time to kind of combine them. And of course, these other ones, I mean, these things are, you know, the condition is phenomenal. There's not even a dented corner or anything. So I just, you know, and like I said, I would be lying if I told you guys I genuinely thought that, you know, they would go up that much. I didn't think that was going to happen. I had no idea. And remember, I believe those were 2018 or 2019 purchases. If you find the old Pokemon videos on the channel, you can see the video where those boxes, I did a box opening, a shipment when I got those things. Next up over here, it was funny. Now this one, this WotC base set, first edition French box. This one the gentleman I rejected because I wanted the regular unlimited and I believe the Fossil and the Gym Challenge first edition box. So I wanted those particular boxes, and you know me, just like Magic, I'm not a fan of foreign product, non-English variants of anything, Pokemon, Magic, any hobby across the board. So when he had a first edition, oh wow, that's really, when he had this French first edition box, I declined it. Originally, we were going back and forth in the emails back in 2018, maybe 2019. I think it was 2018 for these. And I told him, just send these. I wouldn't pay much for this. Well, anyways, long story short, after the deal was done, I actually had a buyer in Florida that wanted this French first edition box. So I contacted him back. And the gentleman, I don't remember. I don't have the emails. He may contact me after a couple of years now if he still watches. I don't know. We struck a deal. I said, all right, I will take this. Here's a shipping label. We moved it to my store and we bought it. Well, anyways, after I bought this box with the intention that I had a buyer here in Florida, because I didn't want to keep a foreign box, the buyer in Florida backed out. He was, oh, I changed my mind. Buyer's remorse, Rudy. Sorry. And I was like, dude, I already bought the box. So, yeah, I ended up getting kind of stuck with this box. And this one I paid a lot more. I know. I think I paid $1,000 for this box. Yeah. So, I know. I might have a separate video on this kind of story thing. I know a lot of you might find it interesting. So now when it comes to the unlimited base set here, just regular English, WotC era base set. Again, I kind of peeked through there, and this is not the Shadowless, just a regular unlimited. I believe this one was $900 or $800 I paid for this particular box. This was one I actually really wanted the most, mostly because I like the idea of just having one in the background of the videos. Literally, that was the reason. I know, isn't that stupid for a reason? It's crazy. All right, so over here, on kind of the last few things, you guys. This one's interesting. This was a Gym Challenge first edition booster box. This was the one I was actually most excited to buy because I had never actually had one of these boxes. So this one, I think this one was $700 or $750. I can't remember what I paid for it. And I just thought it was cool. I never had one of these. And honestly, I liked the packaging. Isn't that stupid sounding? Unbelievable, isn't it? So, yeah. And I wanted to have it in the background of the video. So that's why I bought it. Last but not least, over here, we have the Fossil box. This is not first edition, just regular unlimited. WotC era. And again, last but not least, I bought this box because I liked the box, and Fossil was when I quit playing after Jungle when I was in middle school. So I thought it was a pretty cool thing to keep there. So that's kind of my final thoughts. Last little thing for those of you still watching this late in the video. I do believe there's going to be spillover to Magic, and Magic's day will come. And I still firmly believe old school sealed Magic products, Weatherlights, Revised boxes, Tempest, Stronghold, Exodus, Weatherlight, they're all underpriced. I'm telling you.